hemorrhoids.
What?
Hemorrhoids. Mr. Wilson's, oh dear. You're working you a bit too hard up at Houseman. You're only half here this morning.
Excuse me? 2 stitch-ups, 1 skin tag excision, 4 vaccinations travel to foreign places, and 1 application of cream to dodgy parts. I've been there, done it all. And this place, yeah, is a holiday compared to Houseman. Anyway, 16 more minutes and I'm out of here for the rest of the day. Not that I'm counting or anything.
Oh, lucky you. Mrs. Brown, yesterday I was basking in the same ancient Etruscan light that kissed the heads of Leonardo and Michelangelo, and today it seems a million miles away.
Oh, no, it's more like 1,000, isn't it?
Is this from you, then?
Does it look like Tuscany?
Well, I don't know, could be.
So? Oh, Afghanistan! One of my squad is at Houseman. His mates came to visit and they said they'd send one when they got back over.
Wish you were here.
That squad is for you. Oh, don't tell me you forgot to pack your sense of humour for the trip back. Oh, 15 minutes.
You got something exciting on this afternoon, then?
No, hot bath, feet up, you know.
Hello there.
Oh, yeah, I'm still up for it. I'm very up for it. Right now, as it happens.
Well, you'll have to wait, won't you? Until the stroke of 12. Are you sure you can squeeze an hour and a half into your lunch break?
Well, if you're that hungry. Actually, I've got you a little surprise.
Oh, yeah? Well, then I'll race you back to mine.
You're gonna race me.
Is that a dig? Because you may win the sprint, baby, but I'll still be going long after you pass the finish line. Are you gonna flash your little blue lights all the way?
Which emergency service is that, again? So when you said you had nothing on this afternoon...
Oh, shut your face.
I knew the moment I clapped eyes on you.
Who?
This is May Broughton.
Oh, we go back a long way, don't we, dear?
Yes, who's certain that she's got an appointment?
No, we don't have any appointments.
Oh, you probably should have gone ahead like I did.
Is that a cat in there?
Yes, my little Joey.
No, because the surgery has a strict policy and
Oh, it is a no. But coughs and sneezes spread diseases.
Well, Dr. Carter's really nice. I'm sure that he can see you soon, can't he?
Come on, don't weasel out on me. We're here now. I promised Gaz.
Yeah, you promised. I told you I don't have time.
5 minutes!
I'm already late for an appointment with Nurse Rudolph or whatever. She's officer in charge of this meat factory and I need her for my student mag article. It's important.
Oh yeah, that's much more important. I mean, this was only because he had no one else to his mum and dad holiday.
I'll check at reception.
Well, it's been lovely chatting to you, but Dr. Carter's going to take care of you now, OK?
Oh, is he? Well, I'm afraid he draws the line at Moggy's, so if that could wait outside.
Joey's the reason I'm here today, isn't he?
Is he? Did he bite you or something?
No, he wouldn't hurt a fly. Apart from that day when he ate one, of course. Buzz, buzz, buzz. And then sick as a dog.
So why are you here today?
Well, today was when we had the appointment.
What's this called?
A pen?
Who is the President of the United States?
Barack Hussein Obama. Are you sure he's a doctor?
Yeah, one of our best. Excuse me. Hey.
So, you're feeling unwell today?
No. Oh, well, if you could just have a look at Joey. I'm sure there was something.
I'm afraid that my meagre medical skills don't extend past two-legged patients, but I'm sure Nurse Corrigan will be happy to have a look when she's checking your vitals.
Right.
Oh, I knew there was some reason I brought him something wrong.
Well, were you taking him to the vet, maybe?
Oh, poor Joey. What a thing to forget.
Don't worry. Doesn't seem that upset. Hardly heard a peep out of him, have we?
No. And he's such a chatterbox normally.
Is he? When did you put him in here again?
Joey's gone AWOL.
All right. I'd say pull up a chair. Mum and Dad are in.
Yeah, we saw.
Mum didn't stay long. Spent my whole of my last phone call from over there lying to her, saying we were in the safe bit of Hellmend. Can't do that anymore, can I? So Jack was here?
Yeah, but he had to work, you know.
No. You must have been out there a while. If you saw him leaving.
No, not that long.
And Jack's hard at it, is he? Don't have much to say, do you? Probably not much point being here then. I beg your pardon.
Find anything?
I'm beginning to wonder if there is a damn cat.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that maybe you should call the geriatrician or maybe even get a health visitor involved. I mean, she just seemed pretty confused.
Into thin air.
You know what? I bet that he got out before you even left, so why doesn't Ruth here call you a cab? And I bet you 10 to 1 he'll be waiting on your doorstep when you get in. But if he does come here, then we'll know where to send him, won't we?
So it's full on then, you and your boy in blue.
Oh, thank you, dear. You do look after me.
You know, I'll go on to the health visitor.
Oh. Lovely girl. Thinks she's my friend, Lizzie. Lizzie in a tizzy.
Really? Must be raring to go.
Yeah, no point in hanging about.
Right, well, I'll see if the family room's free.
Actually, I thought maybe we could do it over a beer.
Okay. I'll just get my bag.
So crazy! They're playing our song, girl! Listen to this. You see it?
I am so on my way.
Hello. Is anyone there?
May?
Yes. Who's that?
Well, it's Michelle. I mean, Lizzie, I thought we put you in a cab. What are you doing in there?
Oh, I thought I saw Joey, but then the door jammed.
Okay, well, don't panic, all right?
Oh, no, I've been in worse fixes than this.
With a bit of luck, we'll have you out of here in no time.
Found one. Still warm.
Sorry. You really don't have to stay, though.
Might as well. Fought off a woman with the tash for this.
Yeah, it's been all go today. Doc was around earlier. Laid things out. Told me I'd never play the harp again. Blah, blah, blah. Might not fancy a Barbie for a while. Still haven't let me loose with the mirror. Well, you know it ain't good when your mum does a runner.
So what do you want to talk about?
Music?
I said talk. We only ever used to argue about music.
Only 'cause you had the hots for me.
Did not.
Not anymore.
Easy, Tiger. It's only the second date, eh?
doing?
Patient aftercare, Mrs. Broughton, stuck inside.
What? No, she got... No, maybe I should call the emergency services this time. I know what you're like. Should leave it to the professional.
I am a professional. Oh, there. You're right.
Oh, yes, dear, thank you. I'll be right as ninepence now.
Yes. Should I call another cab?
No. How about I drop you home this time, eh? On my way.
Oh.
But you've got to admit, to an outsider, it looks like the army cares as much about its own blokes as it does the other side. I mean, what's the difference between a 14-year-old rebel in the Congo and an 18-year-old squaddy in Kabul?
About 4 years. And the army's voluntary, of course.
Of course. Come on, lads, drive a tank, see the world. But they've got no idea about what they're actually letting themselves in for, have they?
What about learning a trade? And the camaraderie. It means a lot looking out for your mates.
Oh, yeah? Who's looking out for gas?
Well, it's been fun, but I really need to get on. So, the health visitor will be by later, all right?
Oh, no. I can't let you go hungry. You've been so good.
No. I'm all right. I'm fine, honestly.
I've always hated cooking for one.
Well, have you not got any neighbours who pop in or anything?
Your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, Eddie, it's Michelle Corrigan here, senior practice nurse at the Mill Health Centre, and I'm with a May Broughton. I don't know if you know her. I mean, for all I know, you could be a window cleaner or something, but can you give me a call back, please? Because she really needs someone with her, and I seriously have to go.
Oh, now I can manage, dear. You just relax.
So basically, it's all the same emo, I've spilt my milk and this is how I cry about it cack, yeah?
You think I'm rising to it, but I'm not.
Is that your coursework?
Yeah. I thought I'd get a bit of practice in. Told me that I need to do some more drawing.
What do you draw?
Oh, the usual. Landscapes, fruit, stuff.
Let's have a look then.
The fact is, we can sit here and drink, party like rabid animals if we want to. Mainly because servicemen and women made sacrifices in the Second World War.
Oh, that was different. There was a common enemy, good against evil.
It's easy to say that now in hindsight.
It was a just cause. They knew what they were fighting for. But this, you tell me.
You've been all over, ain't you? Belgium, France. I always wanted to travel me, you know, see the world. Never got too far, though. I always ended up getting sidetracked.
Oh, Joey, you naughty so-and-so. Trust you to come back when there's food about, eh?
Yeah, Joey, you've led us a right merry dance, ain't you?
Well, it's straight to the doctor's for you now.
No, mate, you've just cooked your lunch, look.
Oh. Oh.
You know what? Why don't I take Joey to the vet on my way home and why don't you sit here and stay out of mischief, yeah?
Let's love, baby. Let's get on. Sugar, let's get it on.
Come on, Joey, you're going down.
Hold up, you! Were you going with my cat?
It's not yours, it's hers.
Is it my bum? I know the sound of my own cat.
Please get off! Sorry, Louis, 1 second. I'm just trying to find a cat napper.
I'm not the pig and cat napper! car.
No! Well, Lizzie, what's she doing with Joey?
It's Minky, and I want you to stop stuffing her face and making her fat.
What the hell's going on? Helen? No, Nan, it's Eddie. Edwina? Helen's my mum.
And Minky's my cat. Check the collar if you don't believe me.
Oh, Eddie, I keep losing Joey. And I know there's something wrong, and now they keep telling me that it's not even Joey.
Okay, look, why don't we take him or her inside and then we can sort all this out, yeah?
5 minutes then. I got places to be, you know.
What's happened to her?
We think it might be some sort of form of dementia. She's back off a tour.
Yeah, but I spoke to her 2 weeks ago and she was fine.
2 weeks?
But you can't justify what's happening over there.
I'm not trying to. All war is hell.
It doesn't stop you, though. You lot pack these kids off to fight, don't care if they're coming home in a box or worse, burnt to a crisp. His mom having to see him like that.
I can see it makes you angry.
Of course it does. Him lying there, half his skin hanging off, and all in my name, for me. I just want to do something about it.
So, why are you here instead of at Houseman with your mate?
I don't have to explain myself to you. Just forget it, yeah?
Jack, I'm not judging you. I've seen enough not to go down that road.
Maybe you've seen too much.
And that's about it. Told you, work in progress.
Don't let me stop you. I thought you needed the practice. Plenty of blokes around here can't move a muscle.
No, I'll do some later.
What, you only draw pretty stuff, yeah?
No, beauty is truth.
Do me then? Or can't you draw and talk at the same time?
What's the matter?
Puts me in mind of my old gran. She didn't know what was what near the end.
No, it can't be dementia, not after 2 weeks.
She's always been sharp as a tack. Parachuted into France in 1944. 16 years old and a courier for the resistance. Then GCHQ in records. They're still cool sometimes when they lose some file from 1953.
I don't know, Joey seems fine now.
Oh, she was probably just playing silly buggers.
Minky Nan. Joey was ages ago.
I should have known you were, Joey. He was a demon for condensed milk. But I found a whole box full of old tins after the move. See, we always loved it on bread, too, even after rationing. But when I opened one of the tins, he turned his nose up. Oh, such a waste.
Mate, what do you do with the rest of it?
Maybe you're right. I have seen too much. I remember one time in Kandahar Hospital, they radioed us about a roadside bomb. 2 vehicles, civilian and army casualties. 2 had died en route, but 1 was still breathing. An army nurse, 25, in love. Lucy. I didn't realise until I put the drip into her hand, wiped the blood off her ring. The inscription, love and honour. We did all we could, transfusions, CPR, the works. But her injuries were severe. It's a horrible feeling being powerless.
It's just 3.
Good grief.
So you think these might have something to do with it?
Well, I'm sure they were fine when Noah was handing them out. Hang on a minute. This is ringing a bell.
Michelle, just go. You've done enough. We can take it from here.
She's had a hard day.
Yeah. Lucky someone was paying attention. You know, my whole life she's been there, showing me what's possible. After Mum died, so proud when I joined up. But now when she needs me, I'm not here for her.
Only because you're doing something worthwhile. Something that really needs doing. Just like she'd have done. Look, I've seen the work that you guys do out there in the field. You know, medics, nurses, and I know that half the guys I've seen walk out of Housemen wouldn't be walking, let alone breathing, if you went out there doing your job.
In the end, all I could do was be there for her. Hold her hand.
I wonder how her other half must have felt. Another casualty of war, eh?
Almost. But she carried on. She had to. They brought the bomber in soon after, badly injured. I was the only one left available to treat him.
Did you?
Had to. It's my job. He lived. I don't have the privilege of asking why.
I'm sorry. About earlier.
You read the papers, everything's black and white, the big picture. But the devil's in the detail, isn't it? Real people living real lives, having doubts. You just do what you can, hope it's enough.
Bingo, I think. After the war, they manufactured some milk products in rimless cans until they realised that pouring the milk in through a hole and sealing it with a lead solder meant they were essentially selling lead milkshakes. Well, the lead leached into the
Okay,
milk.
punchline, Heston.
Right, well, there's an ambulance en route from St Phil's. They'll do some tests, but if I'm right, she's going to need chelation therapy to flush the lead out of her system, and then very careful observation.
Yeah, and we'll keep a close eye on things too.
So Jojo grabs the first thing he can find, which happens to be Mikey's left boot, and upchucks into it for like a minute. So when Mikey gets up to go on watch, all you can hear is just the bed squeaking as the lads crack up. So finally he sticks his foot in his boot.
They sound like a right bunch.
Oh, they were. Classic. Best mates I ever had. Best thing. Being there. Just don't know what it was all for. This is good. Still me. So you going to uni?
I don't know. I'd like to.
You should. Make something of it. You'll have to come back though, after I've had my skin grafts. Do a proper job. Robbie was having me on. But the doc was round earlier, and he says, I won't have a face like a smacked arse after all.
All right, mate.
Just had to come and see she's okay. Minky's pining for you and says you're welcome anytime when Eddie's away.
Might get a juicy war story out of her if you're lucky. Hey, Nan?
Oh, yeah?
Well, there is one that I haven't told you, but I couldn't repeat it in public. Lizzie's heard it already, anyway.
The list's through there. Lizzie.
Oh,
Her best friend during the war. Lost touch in the 50s. Actually, you do look a bit like her. So do all your patients get this kind of service and commitment?
I just did what I could, you know? When duty calls.
Well, if it ever calls you in another direction, our lot always need good people.
Imagine me in khaki.
Yeah, only one uniform that you want to get into. Don't miss your window.
Yeah.
I need help, Dr. Carter. Turn on the romance. Get a babysitter this evening.
99 days.
I really don't want to get to 100.
Well, then be a man about it. Well, there are two of us in this relationship, Laura, and now I'm calling you in.
Have you completely lost it? The Weakest Link gets a motivational team talk later